Hi, this is Denise. Ugh. Welcome to my mess. I have gotten out a bunch of crafting stuff and it's just in a pile, and we're going to put some stuff together, I hope, and do a little bit more than what we did do. I'm probably the most unorganized crafter in the whole world, if you can call me a crafter. I don't, but I love to do crafts. I just have always had so much chaos and stuff going on in my life that I haven't had a place that, oh, here I go. I did take an allergy pill though, so I shouldn't be snuffling. And I only took one, so I shouldn't be loopy either. So we'll see how that goes. Temu is an online marketplace that serves many, many countries. There are 10 of them right now that they're serving. Us being one, Canada, the UK, Australia. And I keep saying I'm going to look them up, and I forget to. It's pretty amazing how many countries they are able to, there's millions of people, I'm sure, that are customers. I can't even imagine. They are kind of an umbrella for lots of different vendors in China. I don't know I doubt if they import stuff to export to us. I really do. I think that it's all manufactured in China, which most of what we get at other stores is too. But the benefit being that we get the benefit of not having middlemen. And there's more than one middleman. I mean, when you consider the prices of Temu and consider the prices of other stores that have the same stuff here in the United States, the prices are absolutely phenomenal. They're definitely different. The quality is good. I've been really impressed with like 99.9% of everything I've gotten. What I've had a problem with is another one of Temu's strong suits. I need to move this just a little bit. I'm sorry. I know those lights are really handy to have, but it's really bright. I wonder if I could dim it a little. I don't know how to do it, but we're going to try. There, see if that works. That's better. I have problems with my eyes, and I don't drive at night because of the glare. Where was I? Gosh, I can walk in a room and not remember why I'm walking in anymore. Okay, online marketplace, 10 countries, no middleman, prices are great. Customer service, that's where I was. Customer service is absolutely, I can't even compare it with anything else because I've never seen anything like it. I'm sure that the other companies know that customer service is important, but they certainly don't apply it the way that Temu does. It truly is customer knows best. It truly is, let's satisfy the customer and we will keep them, which they do. They will refund with a return or without. It depends on what it is and I guess who you talk to. I don't know. You don't talk to people like that. I would like that. But you text, and you're texting, if you ask to talk to a live agent, they'll take that bot and turn it off, and then you'll talk to a live agent. And I'm just amazed at, I don't know, I think about the language issue. The folks that are on customer service, I know that they're not in this country, so they have to know English. And they have to have enough of a handle on English to handle issues and to have it in their hearts to do a good job. And they do. So I can't speak highly enough of Temu customer service. Temu also has games that you can play, and you can satisfy with the requirements of that game and get free prizes. I did a haul it wasn't really a haul, but it was a showing of all the things that I've received from Temu. as a result of finishing the games. I'm kind of almost done with my last fish on Fishland, and I'm a little more than halfway done with my farm again. It takes a while, but it's fun, you know. It's fun. It's not anything that you have to think about. It's not a real complicated thing. And you can have involvement with other people as well. There's not chatting or anything like that, but other folks can become your friends, and then you get food and water from them as well as you giving food and water. I know some of you aren't into games, and that's perfectly okay. However, the biggest deal right now is if you are not a Temu customer at this point, wait, don't download the app yet. Go into my description and you'll find two codes. One is the app code and one is my affiliate code. Then don't use them yet. Go on the web. Pull up Temu on the web and search for what it is that you want. Make a list, because you're going to get 50% off of your first order. Yeah, that's pretty a lot. After you have your list, get comfortable, download the app using the app code that's in my description, and you have an hour to shop. So with all that in mind, if you're organized, you need to get back with me and tell me how, because I just, ugh. Anyway, no, if you're organized, write your stuff down, make a shopping list, go in and buy what you want to buy. My affiliate code is also something to use up the road. Right now, just worry about the link. There's no place to put my affiliate code at this point. However, get on there. You'll get the 50% off plus a $100 coupon bundle. And that's for subsequent orders, after your first order. It's such a good deal to get started and have a good experience with Temu. The $100 coupon bundle is great. You get to use it on your subsequent orders so that not only do you get the great prices of Temu, but you get percentage off. Especially right now with Christmas coming. Temu isn't like the vendors here in this country. You can get something next day or even the same day. You're going to have to plan, and you're going to have to make sure that you have the time to wait. But waiting is worthwhile, truly worthwhile. It takes about 10 days for orders to get to you. Also, what Temu does is if their orders are not within the window of time that they give you, that they say your order will be here between such and such and so, if it's not there, they give you a $5 credit. Plus, they pay for postage. You don't pay for postage. One other thing that Temu does that's a real benefit too, the prices are already low. But as you can well imagine, with so many vendors involved, one vendor is going to clearance something where the other vendor isn't. So you have prices fluctuating all the time. They go up and down all the time. You need to watch the items in your cart. If you find a great deal on an item and you want to purchase it, you can order for as little as $10. You can submit an order and the postage will be paid. With that being said, if you order that and the price goes down, you'll get what's called a price adjustment for 30 days after you purchase that item. That if it goes down, you get a credit back for, it's not all the difference necessarily, but it's a portion of the difference, so that you are experiencing the very best that you can with your pricing. I would suggest if you're buying for Christmas and stuff like that, I put in a $20 order once. That was a long time ago. Unfortunately, Temu Temu has a lot of my money. I really like Temu, and I've been able to bless my friends and family. I have a granddaughter that lives with me, and I've been able to bless her. I raised 8 kids, and everything that I had was pretty much secondhand. So this is a really nice benefit to be able to enjoy the benefits of really nice quality items for a lot less. Okay, I think I did it. I think we know about Temu now. All right, what I received with our last haul was 100 of these little sunflower seeds. Spit it out, Denise. Sunflower heads. These are going to be so fun to decorate with. I've got some ideas, and I think that I'd like to share them with you. When I did my Dollar Tree haul, 2 of the things that I got were these signs. And they're really nice signs. They're wood. You can put them away and store them. But they kind of lack, other than, you know, what it says on it, they kind of lack detail, I think. So what I was thinking about doing was adding some, where are my leaves? If you remember these leaves and bows that I got from Temu, we used some of the leaves, but I've got a bunch of them left. We made this last time, if you recall. I haven't done anything more to it. I'm thinking about it though. And we did my basket. And what I think I'm gonna do first of all, so I can get him out of the way, is my little scarecrow dude. Now, if you remember the basket that I did, it has a scarecrow in it, but this one has a base, so I thought I'm not going to use him in that. I think what I'd like to do, though, is put some flowers at the base. There's one flower there now, but that's not enough. And I also think that I would like to put some bows on there. And these are the, buffalo plaid, is that what it's called? And then there are some burlap bows. And I have the buffalo plaid in the red as well. I tend to overdo, so if we had the ability for you to say, stop, I would hear you. I have my little glue gun, and it's on. I have a tendency to turn this thing off. I think it's on. It's not. I had it on. Can I blame the cats? I think I will. They did it. They do everything else. So this needs to warm up a little bit. In the meantime, today is Tuesday, and it's getting close to noon. You know, I just want to tell you how much I appreciate you all. We're at 225 subscribers. That's huge. We're growing, and I expect that we're going to continue to grow. I think I told you that I had failed the Google identification thing. Well, I failed it again. And it's, you know, what is there to fail? I have a driver's license with my address and all the pertinent information. I have the star that, you know, you get with a completed ID verification through the motor vehicles. so I can fly using that ID. But it's not good enough for Google, I guess. I don't know. I have another 30 days to wait until my links are highlighted. So you're going to have to type in the links that you see rather than just click them. I know that's a pain, but I can't do anything about it right now. I think it might have to do with circulation of the videos as well. And it doesn't seem to be making a huge difference with subscribers. I hope it continues this way. We're only a month out. We were a month on Saturday, I think. Friday or Saturday, we were a month. And 200 subscribers, 225. That's really good. And I would tell you that I would like you to stick around, check out the content. If you enjoy the content, please subscribe and comment. My comments, they are my heart, you know, of anything of this channel. Being able to touch bases with real people is huge. There are ladies, and I know there are men that watch this channel too. It says that there's about 5%. You know, I'd like to hear from you too. I'd like to hear from everyone. I have people, only 5% of my people, or I should say, and 5% of my people are not from the UK, Canada, or United States. So I'd love to find out where they're from. I have subscribers, like I said, in Canada, the UK, and the United States, and having a chance to talk to people that are, you know, distance-wise, someone that I probably will never meet unless we do like a face-to-face on the phone or something like that. And I don't even know what the capabilities are with FaceTime or that, you know, if it, because I'm in a different country, if we can do it or not. But I'd like to meet you all. The love and concern that you have for me is just, I'm so blessed. I just can't tell you. So please keep the comments coming. Subscribe and comment and hit the thumbs up button. And we're flying. The Temu train has taken off and we're picking up speed every day. Did I chatter enough? Ah, yes. Ouch. Okay. So I think what we're going to do is put some flowers here at the base. This is a tiny glue gun. Oh, I'm just dropping everything on the floor. Pretty soon I'll just move the camera to the floor and we can sit there. I have a large size glue gun coming from Temu, and honestly, I think I paid $10 for this one from Store X. You all know who I'm talking about. And it did come really fast, so I'm really grateful for that. But the one from Temu was like $4. It's wonderful. And it's a big one. So here are the little flowers. And I'm putting a bow on his burlap bag. Should we give him a bow tie? That'd be kind of cool, don't you think? Every scarecrow should have a bow tie. Maybe I'll use one of the red ones for that. I was so blessed to hear the comments on my last video when we did crafting. There were so many people that really enjoyed it, and I didn't think you would because it's not like heavy-duty crafting stuff. I'll tell you, I've picked up things over the years and just have not used them because I haven't had the space or the ability to. Look at him. Isn't he cute? And I'm having an opportunity to do stuff. I'm gluing down his vest. It's kind of up. And having the crafting items from, I can't believe the prices. There are things that I want to try. I bought some stencils, and I did some furniture once, and it was really fun. Oh, poo-poos. It unplugged. Hold on. I don't know if I can edit out that word or not. Sorry. I do have to have it plugged in order to make it work. I don't remember what I was saying. Oh well. Anyway, I've had a lot of stuff for a long time. I just haven't had the opportunity to use them. What do you think of putting a little flower in his bag? I think that looks pretty. I don't know if you noticed, but he has a corn cob in his pocket, and there's a crow in his bag. This is a really cute scarecrow. I hope my kids will enjoy it, or my grandkids, you know, when they come over. Two of the things I want to do today is decorate a couple of baskets for my daughters. My one daughter came over, the one that I gave my first pair of bell bottoms to. She came over. I don't know if you saw that video or not, but she came over and I had them on. And she said, "You have my pants on." So I took them off and gave them to her. You know how moms are. And I've gotten more. So, but she came over and she saw the bucket that I have of fall stuff. And I knew that she wanted to partake, and I kind of held her off. So maybe she'll be happy with what I give her. So what do you think of this little guy? We added a bow tie. We added flowers. I think he's really cute. Maybe I need to add one more flower. Just one more. There was kind of a raw spot there. See, I'd be putting it right there. But I think that'll do it. You know, I've got... Come on, gun. Rats. I've had kids for so many years that I almost taught kid and not grown up. What did I do with the flower? I'll find it. Or the cat's will. I wonder if I should replace this one that's really kind of shriveled up there. It doesn't match. I'm going to. I can use that on something else though. And I promise this is it because I don't want to overdo this guy. He is a scarecrow after all. Okay, what do you think? If you all have ideas on what kinds of things you'd like to see, or like, you know, if there's something that, oh, he's really crooked. He's kind of like me, that you want me to order so that you can see it. I've already talked about, you know, for me, it's like, if I can't touch it, I'm a toucher. I'm very tactile. And if I go in the store, if you see me, what you would see is a person that walks around, touches things, puts them back, touches things. And when I touch it, there's something about touching it that helps me to decide. It's not just visual. I don't know what that is, but I think that there's more than just me that does that. It's just kind of a thing that I have. So I really want to be able to do that for you and help you to make a decision that you'll be happy with. Okay. These are the baskets that, there's one here and one here. This one's a little bigger, but you know, it is what I've got. And I'd like to, hey, I can put this on one of the baskets. What do you think? I can center that, and we can work with some sunflowers too. Would you enjoy getting a basket like that? I think I would. I knew something would come up that we would, I've got a pile on the floor, be able to use it. Okay. My daughters are as different as night and day. They're both delightful, smart, witty, wonderful mothers. I couldn't ask for anything more. And then I have a daughter that's older than them. I've had a couple of batches of kids. I know it sounds like pancakes. I don't mean it to. But there was 12 years between, was it 12? Let's see, 10 years between my oldest, and then I had two when I was 17 and 20, and then I was 31 when I had my next one. So they were definitely, you know, they're like a half a generation apart. And I have a son and a daughter here that are my firstborn. I don't see them as much as I'd like to. They have their lives. I don't see any of my kids as much as I'd like to. This isn't holding very well. Maybe I need to just hold on to it until it's hard. Life is a complicated story, and each one of us has one. And I'm so glad that I have a God that views me in the way that he does, because he's all forgiving and all, he knows. You know, he knows my heart, and he knows that although I've made huge mistakes, that's all part of it. And the thing that is so cool is that he knows the beginning from the end. He wrote the end of the book, and the end of the book is good. We're going to have a great ending. And actually, that's the beginning. Sometimes I think about it, the older I get, the more I think about not that I don't want to go to heaven or I don't want to, you know, I know that it is what he says it is. And you know, I don't ever want to offend any of you. But part of this channel is me being who I am. And you being who you are. So bear with me if you don't see things the way I do. Share it. Share what your belief is. I don't have a problem with that. This politically correct stuff is for the birds. I think we've lost so much in communication and fellowship and community because we can't see each other who they are, you know. If we're busy hiding what we believe and being afraid to offend another person, we need to be able to look at each other in our wholeness and our brokenness and love each other for who we are. There's a shirt on Temu that I really like, and I'm going to get one soon. It's called Perfectly Imperfect. And we're all perfectly imperfect. So that's my little spiel for the day. Okay. What do you think? It's crooked. That's what I think. No, it's not. When I look at it on this side, it's not. I don't know what I'm going to need to do to make sure that this sticks. Maybe I need to have a bigger glob of glue. What was your school experience like? Did all of you go to college? What did you do in your career life? I was a caregiver. I've always been a caregiver of children, or I worked with developmentally disabled adults for a long time. I had a foster care home for developmentally disabled. I had people in my home, and I worked in group homes. I've worked in and out of hospitals in the medical field. I think when my brother got sick, I became very enamored with medicine, and certainly would have liked to have had a different, made a difference in my brother's life, which I couldn't. Cancer is a rather insidious disease. So many strides have been made now, and we still have fatalities from cancer, as we all know. But that was my goal, was to be instrumental in finding a cure for cancer. So, my glue gun's on the floor. I'm not armed. Ouch. My prayer support has been what I've been able to give that cause. And I believe that one day there have been a lot of cures found for different types of cancer, or ways to fight it to where the cancer is at bay. It was funny because I was 13 when my brother died, and there were so many people in my life at that time, and after he died, that had cancer. It used to be that leukemia was an end all, and it's not anymore. I'm kind of on a soapbox here, huh? And there are so many other diseases too. Oh, I'm going to drop that now. I tried to lift this. I have an extension cord here for this gun. There. And the extension cord's heavy enough that it makes it fall. That doesn't look good. So I put a couple of little flowers in the corner, and I think what I'm going to do is put some leaves up here to kind of fill in that space. I'm not a symmetrical person. If you saw me, there's no pieces of furniture in my house that, well, the couch is on the wall, but I have, in my family room, I have a sectional that's out in the middle of the room, and I tend to do asymmetrical things all the time. And I'm really flexible, but don't move my furniture around. There was a time when I was not able to do as much as I can now, and I had help that came in. That's really hard. It's really hard to have people in your home that you don't know, and I got burned with that a few times, with people taking things that didn't belong to them. And I've had a couple of good caregivers. Anyway, with that being said, you know, everybody has a different idea on how to do stuff. And they would come in and want to change things, and that just, I don't deal with anxiety. I've been very blessed that I just know that things are going to work out, and I don't worry a lot. I'm not a terrible worrier. My kids all are, but I'm not. But they would come in and want to change this or change that. Even, you know, I have rugs that aren't attached. They throw rugs. And they first thing they want to do is pick up the rugs, because I'm a fall risk. I won't let them do it. Because I can pick up my feet, and I'm not blind yet. And just don't mess with my stuff. So that's kind of giving you an idea of who I am. I'm a grumpy old lady that you might not want to work for. I'm not grumpy though. Not generally. What do you think of this? Just adding a couple of flowers and a couple of leaves have made a difference here. I've got to put this one. And you know, I get it. These are open invitations for cats, and we all have them in my family. We're cat people. And hopefully the cats will leave them alone. There's glue all over my fingernails. Oh well, I'll take care of that later. I think I'm going to stop on this one. I may pick it up later in the video and do something else with it if I think of it. But for now, wouldn't this be pretty? You could roll up your napkins and put them in there, or you can use it for a bread basket. Put an orange or yellow towel or napkin inside and roll up your dinner rolls. It's big enough to put, you know, roll up your silverware and put your silverware in here. You can put gourds or little pumpkins. It can be functional, and I think it's pretty, and I hope that she likes it. Okay, that's number one basket. So we have a drip on the floor. Okay. Number two basket. I've been looking for that. Look at that. You know what that is? That's an SD card. I had some electronics in here, and that's why. I lose stuff all the time. Can you imagine why? Okay. What am I going to do with this one? Well, I'm going to drop my glue gun. That's the first thing I'm going to do. I don't know if you've ever seen any shows where there are multiple babies and they put them in a round table. So there's table all around them, and mom can sit in the middle and feed each kid that's around the table. I need a table like that so I can put all my junk right around me and I can reach it all. Wouldn't that be cool? Okay, this one I want to do different. And I'm not sure how I'm going to make it different, but we're going to try. One of you had talked to me about using these seed gourds, and I'm going to. I have a big, big basket that I'm going to do if we have time, and if not, we'll just do it another time. Whether it's for Christmas decor or Thanksgiving decor. We're kind of getting close to Thanksgiving, so if we don't get it done for Thanksgiving, then there's Christmas. I don't know if I could do this or not. No, it's just not going to work on this. Oh my, what should I do? What should I do? Maybe it's going to be the same. I think I'm going to put some leaves all the way around it. This is for my daughter that loves sunflowers. So I think that what I'm going to do is position leaves around the rim of this basket. And they won't be even. They'll be uneven because that's who I am. I'm an uneven person. I'm not unbalanced, but well, maybe I am unbalanced. I don't know. I'm perfectly imperfect. There you go. For those of you that work outside the home, what kinds of things do you do? I think I asked you that already today. But I really am interested. It's not often that I get to speak to people that are so far away. I had a wanderlust when I was young, and I've lived 100 places. And you know what? That's probably pretty accurate. I probably moved that many times. I'm not an army brat. I've just had a bug about going here and going there, and I've done it. And there are fun things about that, and also there are downsides, because I don't have the lifelong friends that you do if you live in one place. It's, ooh, I can use this one on here. That one. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty. I've made friends along the way, and I've also spent a lot of time without friends, not knowing the people that I'm around. I've learned a lot about myself, and I'm not afraid of being alone. It's a good thing, because I'm alone a lot. I don't mind my company. I hope you guys are okay with it. I have scissors under here somewhere. Where are you? You'd think I'd have enough sense to put the scissors on top. Oh, glue sticks. There they are. Now what was I gonna do? Oh, that's pretty bad, isn't it? Okay, there. I used some of these the last time, and I'm going to use some of them this time again. I'll show you when I get it glued down. You want to know how many places I've lived or what places I've lived? I can tell you, sorta. I think I can tell you all of them. I was born and raised until I was 7 in Southern California. And my parents moved to Northern California. And I was there until I was 17. Well, probably 18. I got married when I was 17. And we ended up moving to a place called Oildale. And that's close to Fresno in California. He worked in the oil fields there. Both of us were rather damaged children. And that being said, our marriage didn't last. I had 2 beautiful children. But then I lived in Southern California. Then I was in Iowa and Nebraska. I went back to California. I met and married my children's dad. Well, the younger children's dad. In Long Beach, California. We lived there for a while, and then we moved back to Northern California. And I moved to Stockton, which is it's in that same valley that Fresno is in. It's hot. Inland. We were married for 11 years. And we lost our little girl in 1981. And that was it happens a lot. that marriages crumble when a child dies. And ours kind of did. My little girl died, and she was the oldest of our batch of kids that we physically had. I adopted a little boy, or we adopted a little boy after our daughter died, because I wasn't so sure I could have any more kids. And we did. We had more kids. And it wound up that I was the single mom with 5 little ones. The other 2 lived with their dad. They were older kids by that time. And then we moved to Oregon. It was there that my last daughter was born, in Oregon. I hope this is interesting you. If it's not, I'm sorry. It's just kind of who I am. Then when our marriage crumbled, I was a single mom with 5 little kids and 2 older kids that wound up living with me too, which was, I mean, that was a huge blessing. I wanted to be a nurse. There's really no way that I could. The help wasn't there for me to go to school and have daycare and feed the kids. So I didn't. And we ended up being priced out. It was impossible to stay in Oregon without money. I mean, you know, without adequate stuff. And that's when I moved to the Midwest. The kids and I moved to South Dakota in 1993. So they were all pretty young. My youngest one was born in 1987, so they were all pretty young. And then my oldest daughter had met and married a man from Indianapolis, so she came here in this area, and it was a place that we would come to visit. And we ended up moving here. But in the meantime, I mean, we were really bouncing around. We moved to Colorado, we moved back to Oregon, then back to South Dakota, and then here. And I've kind of been here ever since. I know that I'm supposed to be anonymous, and I kind of am, but Indiana's a big state. You just have a general area of where I live. I moved here in 2010, and I'd already had a spinal cord injury, but it didn't take a toll, not like the other ones have. Anyway, I've been here since 2010. And I guess I told you all of that to tell you that, you know, I have a lot of things, a lot of memories about where I went and what I've done. But the short end of that stick is that I don't have people in my life that I've known a whole long time. I have one friend that I've known since 1993. She's still up north. But boy, if you want to know a crafter, that's one. She's amazing. I'll show you this in just a second. But that kind of gives you an idea of what my younger life was. I have children all over the United States. They should not be able to do that, you know. When you have kids, you ought to be able to keep your grandkids close. And for the most part, I do, and that's really a blessing. You know, there's some that I have 26 grandkids. It's a lot, huh? And they're all unique and different. There's some that I haven't met yet. But I will. If not here on earth, I'll meet them in heaven. One of my granddaughters gave me a heads up on YouTube the other day. It was really cool. She enjoyed a video and she let me know that she was here. My oldest grandchild is 30. Oh, she's older than that. Because my oldest grandchild and my youngest daughter are 3 years apart. So she's 33. She's in California. Okay, this is where I am so far. I need to steal some leaves from something else because I think it needs some green. Well, you know, this bush here. Is this the one that has some fall colors? No. This one does. The leaves are kind of green and gold. I'm going to steal them. Are you hanging in there? So you wonder why I got in touch and involved in something like this, don't you? Who in their right mind would do this? Well, I'm probably not in my right mind, but that's okay. I am in my right mind. I shouldn't say that. I'm indeed. I think that this has been something that God set up for me. Because my mobility issues are such that I really don't get very many places, including church. My granddaughter is 15 and she doesn't want to go. She definitely just doesn't want to go. I think she's afraid of God. Anyway. So we don't go, and I get to show her the love of God and things that we do here at the home. Excuse me, I've got to get stuff off the floor. See how putting that leaf in there gives it more dimension? I'm going to pull this sunflower over here. I'm going to do a couple more leaves and then this one is going to be done. Where did my leaves go? Over there. probably lunchtime, and I wonder how many of you have stuck with me through this. I certainly don't blame you if you don't. It's kind of long. You never plan on things taking as long as they do. I don't know if that's the case with you, but I'm not very good at managing time. Did you ever watch movies when you were a kid about time travel and stuff? That'd be kind of fun if you could do that. I've always thought that I should have been born in the in the 1900s, the 1800s. I was born in the 1900s. But I should have been older, you know, I should have been in another time. I seem to fit better, I think, sometimes. When I was a kid, I used to love the dresses. And when hippie stuff came around, it just was an easy fit for me. I loved everything flowy and beads and all the things that go along with it. I think this is going to be pretty. If you're still with me, I'm so glad. If you're not, I completely understand. It'd be fun if we could do some interactive stuff. I know that's not the way this is set up to be, but it would be fun if you could all be here at the table. That'd be quite a crowd, wouldn't it? Okay. What do you think? There needs to be leaves right here. I think it's turned out pretty. Now this one, she could do 101 things with this. She can keep it away from her kids, first of all. She has two little boys that are a wrecking crew. I love them dearly. There's just nothing about them that is other than little boy. And they probably would want to see how far it would fly. Scissors, they're there. They want to jump on everything, and they're just very very adventurous little boys. Delightful, sweet little boys. I wouldn't want them any other way. Okay, we're almost done with this. Almost. If you want to take a break, I would understand. Sometimes I get so engrossed with what people are doing that I know I have stuff I have to do. And then I lose it. don't think you'll do that. Well, this side really didn't have much of leafy stuff in it at all. I thought I was almost done, but I'm not. I don't know if you all are rummage sailors. I haven't done much rummage sailing in the past few years because it's really hard, my mobility. However, I've gotten to go to a few that have had some pretty awesome stuff for very little. And a lot of my crafting stuff came from rummage sales. They can be very expensive. And you know, I'm just glad I have a garage because I've been able to hold on to some things that probably others would have to throw away if they didn't have room for it. That very well could have been this story, but I've been very blessed to have the home that I have. Boy, I'm just rambling on. I'm almost done. This is the last set of leaves that I have to put on here. You'll see the finished product. Couldn't have done it without Temu. It's a pretty fall basket, don't you think? Okay. I have a cat that's looking at these with great excitement. Like, maybe I can get in there. I would rather that they don't. Oh, what can I do with them? Put them in here. Well, that was really cool. That didn't stick at all. I should be getting another order here pretty soon. The carrier put a notice in that there was a holdup in their deliveries. I don't know what that would be, but the result of that is that it's not here, but it will be. And then we can have a haul too. Okay. How are you doing? I don't know how long we've been together here now. It's already been an hour. Gosh. Should I do a part 2? What do you think? Yeah, let's do a part 2. I'll see you guys after a bit, okay? I'll be back.